Black 14! Black 14! Get ready! Set! Hut! Let's go! Red 54! Check, check! Red 83, switch! Red 83, switch! Say hi!
Cricket! Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Dino! Dino! Hot! 29 Philly! Tuna! Tuesday! Set! Gorilla! Gorilla! Get set! Get set! Go! 42 Spot Dino! Arrow! Here we go! 691 Gator Spark! Ready, ready! Ready!
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air, it's Dampier. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might be looking to run. Fires left. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Gibson. Creates a little space. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop and show the marker. They'll turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing the puppy out.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On the run, it's Haynes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision.
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Gibson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The ball is going to be blown dead just outside of the red zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now rolling to the left. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Gibson. Rushes on him. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw.
We'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it.
At the 46 on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really the only...
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Direct snap. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Just keep slinging it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal.
Check. Black 29 Bongo.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wants to pass it. Caught near the sticks. It's Dampier. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back has it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He'll try to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Haynes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through three. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
13.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did.
Going deep. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Taylor wants to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the... But this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. So close to a touchdown, but... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So you're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
It falls incomplete, and man, was that close to a complete disaster. Might want to file that one away for a while. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0.